That night, Cookie can't seem happy and comfortable. He winces and whimpers in pain and keeps tossing and turning in discomfort. Mr. Kim, his daddy, was with him all the time, rubbing his back in an attempt to soothe him. Dad, Cookie, my love, Daddy can't see you like this. Cookie whimpers, Daddy, Dad, yes, love. Dad looked into his pleading eyes, hoping for an answer, but he kept whimpering and snuggled close to him, seeking comfort, but did not say anything. Kim's heart broke into a million pieces seeing his son in this state. Cookie, Daddy, Hyungi, beat Cookie, it hurts everywhere. Dad, those brats know better than hurt their little brother. Whispers, I know, baby, I will punish them, okay? Kim doesn't know how to control his anger and his tears as well, but he was controlling for his son. He held him close and continuously rubbed his back so that he could soothe him and he fell asleep. Doctor visited him and gave him medicines, giving a prescription to Kim to keep Cookie away from anything that could remind him of that tragic incident. Dad whispers while running his finger in his soft hair. Everything will be alright. Just go to sleep, my little prince. They will pay the price for the school behavior. Kim felt heartbroken seeing his son in a filthy state, and he struggled to understand why his so-called Hyungis did this to him. Cookie sniffled, but then fell asleep in his daddy's lap. Dad kept caressing his hair, whispering soothing words to him until he peacefully asleep. Dad strokes his cheek. How could they do this? I trusted them to take care of my son. Looks at Cookie. You are so young. You don't deserve this pain. Suddenly, there is a knock on the door. Dad, angry. Did not I say I don't want to be disturbed? Jin, outside. Dad, it's us. Can we come in, please? Kim clenches his jaw in anger, but he let them come in. All of the brothers entered the room one by one, keeping their head down. Dad looked at them furiously, but then turned away his gaze from them to sleeping Cookie. They looked at his dad, then at timid tiny Cookie, who was curled up in Kim's lap. Namjoon steps forward to touch Cookie, but Kim's sharp gaze and lifting hand stopped him in his track. Dad, stay away there. Don't even dare to touch him. Namjoon, Dad, we are really sorry for what happened. We had no such intention to hurt him. Dad smirks, hurt him. You almost killed him, jerks. You even call yourselves his brother? Look at him. He's in pain because of you. Jin holding both of his hands. We promise we will never do that again. Dad shaking his head. No, it's not that easy. You have caused him much pain, physically and emotionally. I don't want any of you to come near him again. And as a dad, I have responsibility to protect him even if you would not hurt him intentionally. Just let us see him. We want to check on him. Dad, how considerate of you, checking on him after beating up wildly. Hobby, we are sorry, Dad. We know we should not have beaten him like that. Dad, angrily, you think an apology is enough after you beat my 4-year-old son? How could you do that? Did not you know how much he would hurt? Suga, how is he? Is he okay now? Dad, I don't want to hear any of you right now. Cookie is in a lot of pain because of you, and until he's better, I don't want you anywhere near him. Jimin, what? But Dad, we want to take care of him. Please don't keep him away from us. Dad, no, until he's better, and I'm sure that you all won't hurt him again. Do I make myself clear? They defensively. We just wanted to teach him a lesson. We are his Hyungs, his real brothers. We have the right to beat him if he does anything wrong. Dad, oh, so now you are calling yourself his brother after beating him wildly? Look at him, he can barely sleep because of pain you have caused him. The young is ashamed. We didn't realize. Dad, Cookie is just a child. He doesn't need to be taught lessons like this. Jin, sadly, we were just acting on instincts. We were not thinking straight. Jimin, please forgive us, Dad. We promise we never lay a hand on him again. Tay, please let me see him and apologize to him. Dad's eyes narrow in anger. Dad, no, he's finally asleep. You know, you are not even able to see him, Tay. They all looked down, ashamed of their actions. Seeing their ashamed and sad faces, Dad softened a bit, but then realized they should be punished too. so he gave them hard punishment by keeping Cookie away from them. Dad, I forbid you to come near him or even touch him. You have hurt him enough. Just get out, shouts. Without saying any word or listening to anything to them, Dad went back to comfort Cookie. Then, I promise, my love, I won't let anyone hurt you again. They all, hanging their heads down in shame, left the room. Jimin, how could we be so stupid? Jin, he looked so scared and in pain, and we just made it worse and messed up everything. Bobby, I can't even look him in the eyes now. Sugar, Dad was right. Any simple apology won't make everything back at track. Say, but what we can do to make it right, Hoyoungs? Jungkook, we can't do anything to make it right, Hyung. It's all because of you. You are the reason for everything. Namjoon, enough. Just go to bed. We will talk about it tomorrow at breakfast. I hope Dad's anger would subside overnight. Jungkook was also fuming with anger towards Tae because he was begging Tae and everyone to show mercy and Cookie, saying he's just a kid who made mistakes, but they were not ready to listen to anyone. Next morning, Dad woke up. He looked down. Cookie snuggled close to him with a calm face. He checked his bruises, which was slightly healed now. Kim kissed his forehead tenderly and didn't wake him up from deep slumber, as he could not sleep peacefully the whole night. He went to the dining table where brothers were gathered for breakfast, eagerly waiting for Dad and Cookie in hoping they would clear all misunderstandings today. He stared at them for a long time, then turned back, giving order to his assistant and servants. Dad, make sure no one goes around Cookie's room and prepare his favorite breakfast. I will feed him by myself. Namjoon, Dad, Jimin, let him go. He's still angry. Well, he should be. We have not done anything nice. He would forgive us so easily. Kim went to his study, his assistant following behind. Kim, keep a close eye on Cookie. I don't want them coming near him and hurting him anymore. Assistant, right, sir. Something else, sir? Kim and inform Cookie's school teacher. Ask for leaves. Just tell them he's having a fever and can't come to school for a few days. Assistant, yes, sir. Servants, knocking the door. Sir, young master has woken from his nap and he is asking for you. Kim went to Cookie's room. He saw him crying and went near him. Cookie reaches for his father to be picked by him. Kim picked him and held him close to his chest, rubbing his back. Dad, it's okay, Cookie. Now stop crying. Daddy is here. Cookie eventually stopped crying, nuzzling his face in his father's neck. Kim sat back to bed, holding Cookie in his lap, ordering servants. Dad, get me his breakfast. Make something his favorite. They came back with his favorite breakfast, including banana milk and pancakes. Kim tried to feed him, but he was not in the mood. He kept refusing to eat anything. Dad, appealing, Cookie, baby, please try to understand. Eat something. You can't stay hungry. Cookie, no. He stayed silent, continuously pushing food away. That incident made a severe impact on him. Cookie stays in room, doesn't talk much, and he just stares with a long gaze but doesn't respond. He ate less, which was affecting his health. Days turned into weeks, but there was not much improvement in Cookie's behavior, and Kim was worried sick about him. Kim consulted therapists for him. Whenever he asked Cookie about that night and tried to calm his nerves, Cookie just cried harder and shakes in fear. Therapist made it clear to Kim that it would take some time for Cookie to get normal. He is traumatized and he needs patience. Just try to distract him with things. For his Hoyongs, he said they should try to bond with Cookie and show him love and affection to heal his inner wounds better. But the matter was, whenever they tried to comfort or come near him, he remembered the day, that incident, They didn't want to hurt him more, so they decided to keep themselves away from him until he himself wanted to talk to him. One day, Kim and brothers, except they, were not at home. They had to go out of the city for some work. Dad left Cookie under supervision of his assistant. Cookie was sleeping soundly in his room. Suddenly he woke up and looked around for his dad, but he was not there. Cookie hesitantly came out of his room in the search for his daddy. He went to the living room where Tay was already sitting, sipping on his coffee. Tay saw Cookie. He quickly put his coffee down and gently asked Cookie to come to him. Tay gently, Cookie, come to Hoyoung. He opened his arms for him. At first, Cookie just stared at him and blinked his eyes many times. Then he moved towards him but stopped in the track. Tay stood from his seat and walked towards him. Cookie's mind was processing as he was identifying Tay as the same face as of that day. As Tay was moving forward, Cookie was stepping back, shivering in fear. He tripped and fell down. Tay rushed to him and tried to pick him up. Tay, baby, are you okay? Cookie pushing him. No, don't, no. He started crying even harder. He kicked his legs in frustration to protect himself from Tay. Tay, Cookie, don't do this. Look, Hayang is sorry. Forgive your cruel Hayang, please. Teary eyes. Assistant rushed to Cookie and picked him up. Tay, give him back to me. Assistant, sorry sir, I can't give him back. I'm following order. Please, sir. Assistant left Tay broken and torn in the living room and went to comfort Cookie. Cookie kept asking for his father but eventually fell asleep again. Tay himself decided to not come near him again. He was an innocent child whose innocence was ruined by his own brother. Tay got up and made his way to his room for some peace for his mind. Dad came back and went straight to Cookie's room. Assistant informed him the situation that held earlier. Dad, how is he now? Assistant, for continuous crying, he has developed fever, but I have given him medicine. He needs some time. He was very a short-tempered person, and this act just added a fuel in fire. He stormed out of room and made his way to living room. Dad, I think you all have not understood yet. Sugar, Dad, is everything okay? Dad, didn't I make it clear that no one would come near him until he himself doesn't want to? Jimin, yes, Dad, we know, and we did not try to cross limits. Dad, oh come on, Jimin, don't act innocent. That day, he wanted to kill him. Jane, no, Dad, that's not true. Dad, just call him. I will make everything clear today. Tay was in his room, lost in his own thoughts, leaned back on couch with closed eyes, smoking a cigar. His personal assistant Lee approached him. Lee, boss, your dad is calling. Tay, I'm not in mood to hear him anymore. He waved his hand, signalizing him to go. Lee, but boss, he's in very bad mood. Tay, sigh. Have you ever seen him in a good mood? Lee, well, let's go. He made his way to the living room. Tay, yes, Dad, you called me. Dad, didn't you understand what I told you before? Do you want to kill him? Tay, what are you saying, Dad? Why would I want to kill him? He's my little brother. I do love him as much as you do. Dad, no, you don't love him. You all thought if I don't show any love towards him, it means I don't love him. Tay, I just wanted to talk to him, nothing more. I had no more intentions to hurt him. He hates me that bad. He shivered in fear when I was reaching to comfort him. Dad, you know very well that he's in trauma right now. Then why did you repeat that mistake, which is unforgivable? Say, I would do anything to make my wrong actions into the right one. Dad, nothing can be undone. Tay. You are the one who's responsible for all these, and I'm not forgiving you at any cost. Just as Dad was about to leave the living room, a servant came in and asked Kim that Mr. Jung is here to meet them. Dad, who is this Jung? Do any of you know him? Namjoon, no dad, who don't know at all. Dad, let him come in. Kim sat on couch and waited for Mr. Jung. Mr. Jung came into the living room, but he was not alone. There was a small Chaburi girl with him. She was his daughter Vayan and Cookie's classmate, who is equally responsible for what happened with Cookie. Kim, do I know you, Mr. Jung? Jung, offering hand. Hello, Mr. Kim. I'm Jung, president of the Jung group. And yeah, you don't know me. Kim, have a seat, please. Jung sat down with Vayan beside him. All the brothers were looking at them, amazed of who they are and what they are doing here. Kim, bring juice for this little girl to servants. And what would you like to take, Mr. Jung? Jung, oh no, thank you so much. I'm here for a purpose. Jimin gestured Vayan to come to him. She hesitantly moved to Jimin and he made her sit on his lap. For what purpose? Mr. Jung, well, she is my daughter, Vayan, and she is your son Cookie's classmate. Kim, okay, then what's the need of telling me this? Jung, I'm here to ask forgiveness on behalf of my daughter. Kim, what you are talking about? I really don't understand. Jung, first tell me how Cookie is. Is he okay now? Vayan told me he has a fever. Kim, yeah, he's under the weather, glaring at Tay. Jung, he's a tough little guy. He will be fine soon. Kim, soon. Vayan, uncle, I want to meet Cookie. Can I meet him? Kim, sure, baby. Lee, take her to Cookie. Lee, sir, he's sleeping. We shouldn't disturb him. Kim, no problem. Just take her to him. He will feel better after seeing her. Lee took Vayan to Cookie's room. Cookie was sleeping, covered in blankets, unaware of what was happening around him. She slowly moved towards Cookie and gently touched his cheek. Vayan whispered, Cookie. He stirred a little, but didn't wake up. Vayan innocently, Oppa, why is he not waking up? He's sleeping. He has a fever. Vayan, but it doesn't look like he has a fever. What's that on his hands? That's nothing, girl. Leave him. Vayan, no, Oppa, tell me. He has bruised his hands. Did Oppas beat him? Lee, hesitantly. Yes, nodding head. His Hoyang has beaten him wildly. Vayan, why? Did he do something wrong? Lee, he bunked school. Listen, you won't tell anyone that I've told you, okay? Tears started rolling down her cheeks. She was the one who was burning in anger to take revenge and insisted Cookie to skip school. Jung, please forgive my daughter. She insisted Cookie to skip school. They all got shocked. Kim, what? She insisted him? Jung, yeah, she told me everything last night, and I'm very ashamed that my daughter caused the reason for your son's pain. Namjoon, but why did she do that? Jung, of course she's a child, and besides, she told me she wanted to take her revenge on Cookie. Kim, standing up in anger. Everyone is taking revenge on my innocent son. Now will he pay the price for coming into this cruel world? Mr. Jung also stood up and tried to calm him down. Jung, I know whatever happened is wrong, but it was just an innocent mistake my daughter made. Please forgive us. I can't afford your anger. Kim, innocent mistake. Because of this innocent mistake, my son lost his innocence. He forgot once he was a playful, happy child. Now he's bearing trauma, and we don't know when he will come out of that trauma. Please calm down. It's not that serious. It was just a harmless prank. Kim, a harmless prank? Do you know what they did to him? Pointing them. They beat him up, locked him in the dark room, and left him to die there. He stared at Kim, his eyes wide with horror. Jung, I didn't know. Kim, how could you know, huh? Jung, I understand your pain, Mr. Kim. I'm truly sorry for what my daughter has done. I will talk to her and make sure she understands the consequences of her actions. Kim, that's not of any use now. The damage has caused. You all have ruined his childhood. Jung, going down. I take full responsibility for my daughter's actions. I will do everything to help Cookie recover. Kim sitting down. I just want my son back. I want him to be the happy child he was. Vayan came out of room looking down with tears in her eyes. She stood in front of Kim. Vayan, bowing down her head with tears in her eyes. I am sorry, uncle. I didn't mean this to be happen. Please forgive me. Kim, why did you do this to my son? She looked down at her feet. Vayan, softly, I'm sorry, uncle. Kim, voice raising. I don't want your apology. I just want to hear why you wanted to take revenge on my innocent son. What you did is wrong. You hurt my son. She burst into tears. Kim wipes her tears. Mr. Jung, take her home. Jung, do you forgive her? Kim, sigh. Just leave now. Jung, baby, it's okay. We are going home now. Jung took her hand and led her to the door, but she looked back at them with tears in her eyes. Kim watched them go, then turned his head to his sons. Kim, what do you want to say now, Tay? You didn't even know why he bunked school. You should have at least listened to him. Tears were falling from his eyes, and he was gently kneeling down on his knees. He knelt down on the floor, his head down in shame. Tay, I am responsible for all this. Whatever is happening with Kookie is all my fault. He is my little brother, but I didn't even realize how much it would affect his little mind, his innocence. My eyes were filled with anger for losing the best deal, and I released all on him. Kim, ridiculous. I don't want to see you. Get out of my sight. Say, Dad, please scold me, punish me. Beat me with the stick that I used to hurt my own precious baby brother. Please give me that pain I have given him. Kim, no, I won't punish you or beat you. I won't forgive you. You will burn up inside with guilt. Say, but Dad, I want to talk to him. I want to hug him. Crying. Without hearing any word, Kim left the living room. Namjoon got up and went to Tae to comfort him. Jungkook sarcastically. You see now, he did not even do that on his own. He was forced to do that. Poor Cookie. Tae, please forgive me all. I'm feeling guilty for what I did. Suga, you are selfish, Tae. You didn't even listen to us. We were begging you to stop, but you continued humiliating him. Jin, enough both of you. He is feeling guilty and wants to make everything better. Suga, he can't undo anything now and doesn't make it better. Jungkook, it's only you who should be punished, Taehyung. We are appointed without any reason. Suga, it's just you and me, Jungkook. None other than us spoke that day, and now all are feeling guilty and sorry like they have done nothing. They reaches to touch Suga. Suga pushed his hand away. Suga, don't even dare to talk to me again, Tae. You disappointed me too. You are not even able to punish. Brat. Suga and Jungkook left the living room instantly. After some time, all the remaining brothers left too, leaving guilt-ridden Tae alone.